Good evening, classmates. This is Matthew Krutar with Study Group 2, whose members also consist of Stephen Magnuson and Robert Milliken. Essentially, our project is to create a database that will allow federal employees to perform analysis on their stock market funds for the federal retirement system. This system is called TSP, or Thrift Savings Plan for short. An easy way to think of this is that this is the 401k system for federal employees. Now, the government provides a fairly nice website for employees to manage their funds in. In this system, employees can shift their accounts between various market funds in an attempt to gain better savings for their retirement. But there's a couple problems with the system. The system doesn't allow users to easily get a total picture of market prices. They're forced to go month by month, and the page load times are a little bit slow, so this can be very tedious to get a full picture of what's going on. Also, the system does not provide any analytics. That is, there's no way for users to go through their previous transactions and really assess if they've made good decisions or not. The purpose of this project is to provide an analytical space for TSP users. We'd like users to be able to graph their accounts against the entire market pricing history. We'd also like users to have the ability to perform what-if scenarios. For example, if a different set of transactions had been applied to a user's account, we'd like the system to be able to report what the account balance would be today. Now here's the tables that we've constructed so far. We have a basic TSP participant table right here. This is essentially all the logon information and their name and basic info. Each participant is linked to one employer. We were able to ingest all of the market share price data from 2004 up to September 14th, 2010. But the real action of the system is contained within these three tables. Now, we mentioned that participants could run one or more scenarios. So the scenarios are linked in here. A batch of transactions against the retirement account links to a specific scenario. So any account change, whether it's a contribution, a fund allocation change, or a transfer of funds, is linked to the scenario as well. The stored procedure will eventually go through all of the records, aggregate all of the account changes while looking up the market prices, and develop a unique account state for each day. Now the user will be able to quickly go back into the system, and unbeknownst to them, they'll just query the account state table and get an almost instantaneous graph of their account performance. So, taking a step back, what went right with this project, and where do we currently stand? Overall, our project is ahead of schedule and within budgetary parameters. This can be credited to excellent team collaboration and good group communication. Additionally, we've developed a very efficient production cycle. Usually one of us will put out a draft, and then we'll all chop on it. We found this to be quite effective. We've also been able to effectively split the workload when appropriate. For the last deliverable, we split the query load between the team members so that each team member had an equal share of queries. Our project has not hit any major technical delays yet, but an area of anticipated technical risk is the stored procedures deliverable. We will need to perform additional testing to assure that the account balances are calculated correctly within the stored procedure. We've also identified an area of improvement for the data quality. The TSP market data updates daily. However, our initial data load only goes back to September 14th and is already out of date. We'd like to build an automated ingest tool that will perform data maintenance by ingesting the up-to-date market data. Essentially, we need to develop a maintenance script that is able to capture the data from this page and get it into the database every day. Well, that's our presentation. I'd like to offer the class to provide any questions or comments. Thanks for listening. This is Matthew Krutar from Stuttgart, Germany. Study Group 2, signing off.